Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to do topic 44, that is effect of industrial effluents on soil and water pollution. Effect of industrial effluents on soil and water pollution. So starting this topic, first topic we are going to discuss in this session is management of industrial effluents. Management of industrial effluents in checking soil and water pollution. In checking soil and water pollution. So how will you manage these industrial effluents? So soil and water pollution due to industrial effluents can cause soil and water pollution. Due to industrial effluents can cause, first of all, cancer, nausea, headache, fatigue. Cancer, nausea, headache, fatigue, can damage young children's brain. Young children's brain, kidney damage by elements like mercury. Kidney damage, for example, by elements like mercury. Low crop production. Toxicity in edible crops. Toxicity in edible crops. So these are some common effect of industrial effluents in soil and water pollution. Now moving on, how will we manage this? So management of industrial effluents on soil and water pollution. Now management of these industrial effluents, first of all we can do is bioremediation. Remediation to enhance what bioremediation will do, it will enhance macroorganisms to accelerate biodegradation of pollution, to increase or accelerate biodegradation of pollution. Second, we can focus more on farmyard manure and organic fertilizer. More focus on farmyard manure and organic fertilizers. Policies to keep, we need to develop policies to keep industrial pollution on limit and reduce, to keep industrial pollution on limit and to reduce improper dumping of to reduce improper dumping of industrial waste in agricultural soils. We can use modern techniques such as soil vapor extraction. Soil washing can help. We can use compost and sustainable methods. Use of compost and sustainable methods. Low fertilizer and pesticides would be used to control more soil pollution. Use of low fertilizers and pesticides to control soil pollution. So this is how we can manage industrial effluents. Now, what are the effects of industrial effluents on soil and water? We discuss effects on human beings, plants. Now, what are its effects on soil and water? Effects of industrial effluents on soil and water. So first of all, what happens? They get deposited on soil. Due to their absorption and retention on soil factors, due to their high absorption and retention on soil particles. Their mineral content favor the growth of harmful algae. Their mineral content favor the growth of harmful algae, fungi, bacteria, bacterial colonies, which in turn these things, what they do? Change the texture of soil. Change the micronutrients discharged in soil through effluents. The micronutrients discharged in soil through effluents reduce porosity of the soil, which in turn leads to low crop yields, poor yields. These can be taken up by plants and industrial effluents can be taken up by plants. They can lead to fungal diseases. They can leach to groundwater and make it unfit for drinking. So these are some of the common effects of soil and of industrial effluents on our natural resources, that is soil and water. Hope you all understand this. Now moving on, what are the principles of treatment of industrial effluents for irrigation purpose? Principles of treatment of industrial effluents for irrigation purpose. What principles we need to follow to treat industrial effluents for irrigation purpose? First of all, we must see that it doesn't affect human health, as some chemicals can be ate by humans through plants. It doesn't affect human health, as some of these chemicals can be taken up by plants, which in turn can be ate by humans. So in irrigation we need to control this so that it doesn't affect human health. It doesn't affect soil quality, doesn't affect soil quality, doesn't change physiochemical and microbial properties, doesn't change physiochemical and microbial properties of soils that impact growth of crops and water retention capacity of soil and water retention capacity of capacity of soil. Guidelines given by, we need to follow guidelines given by Central Pollution Control Board, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, ICR, CPCB. These guidelines should be followed. And as treated water can be helpful in conserving groundwater which is overexploited, and this treated water can be helpful in conserving groundwater which is overexploited. Farmers using it should be well educated and aware. Farmers using treatment water of industrial effluents for irrigation purposes should be well aware and educated. And we also need to see that this doesn't lead to problems like soil salinity, acidity, etc. So these are some of the principles we need to follow when we are using industrial effluents for irrigation purposes. Now moving on to the next topic of this session, that is impact of agriculture inputs on soil pollution. On soil pollution, what are the impact of agriculture inputs? First of all is fertilizer. They lead to nitrate contamination, the accumulation in soil. They can accumulate in soil for longer periods. Heavy use of manures, high use of manures also lead to soil pollution, as this can enhance microbial activity of some microorganisms which are harmful. These harmful microorganisms can multiply due to high use of manures. Pesticides, it kills useful microorganisms. Inactivates nitrogen fixation organism. Inactivates or kills nitrogen fixation organism. For example, we have got rhizobia. Weedicides and herbicides. These can also accumulate in soil. Can change soil structure. What can over irrigation do? High irrigation. This can lead to erosion, soil erosion. It can pollute groundwater. As a high irrigation leads to leaching of fertilizer to groundwater. Polluted water used in irrigation. Change it. Pollute soil also. So we need to prevent polluted water in irrigation. Now moving on, what are the control measures of soil pollution? How we can control this? Control measures of soil pollution. First of all, we need to control soil erosion. But how we can control soil erosion? We can plant tree on barren lands. We can do contour cultivation. Etc. proper dumping of unwanted materials. We need to avoid dumping of unwanted materials, and when we are dumping, we need to use proper methods of dumping. So proper dumping of unwanted materials in soil, use of natural fertilizers, example biofertilizer we can use. We need to use proper hygienic condition. Proper sanitary habits should be followed. Public awareness is very important so that they do not lead or participate in soil pollution because they are unaware. Recycling and reuse of resources. We need to ban toxic chemicals like DDT, BHC, etc. This is how we can control soil pollution, and that is all for today. Hope you all understood these things. For any queries, do comment. If you like it, please press the like button. Do share and subscribe. Thank you.